Alright guys, what we're going to do today is install those bad boys right there. Innovative 75A motor mounts for the 5th gen Prelude. That's 97201. It's going to be a bit of an adventure because I haven't done this yet myself, and I gotta figure it out as we go. Alright guys, first thing we're going to do, obviously get the car up in the air, have it on jack stands. I have my wheel chock set up. I'm gonna do is go ahead and the camera's not gonna be able to see it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. But oil pan, I'm gonna take one of these bad boys. I had to make so I can get up under the car here, so I could actually get the jack under the car. I don't have a low profile jack, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Go ahead, get this up. Jack. This is how I have to do it. So, I'm sure other people have 2x4s. I have 2x6s for my ramps because it's what I had extra. There we go. Just like that. The motor is supported. Under there, make sure mine's a little bit wider than most, so yeah, make sure it's not hitting the exhaust and make sure it's not hitting the subframe. You want it fully supporting the engine here, and basically just jack it up so it starts to put a little bit of pressure on the engine, moves up maybe quarter inch, half inch or so. So you have the weight on the jack instead of the mounts. And we're going to get started on the mounts. Guess first thing we're going to go ahead and do is, as always when working on a vehicle, it's always nice to take off the battery terminals and secure that out of the way. I'm probably going to go ahead and need to remove the whole battery box itself because I'm correct in thinking that we're going to replace mount right there, the driver's mount on the other side over here, and the rear engine mount, which I have to find. Alright, so I'm getting started here on doing the battery first, so let's go ahead and get the battery off, see if I can remember what size these things are. Hold on. There it goes. First thing I've dropped already. Slide that off, and it just lost one of my clamps. I'm gonna try to find that real quick. Alright guys, I found it, and here's why I couldn't find it. It is, let's see, all the way down in there. Focus. It's down in there. All the way right there. Alright. Hard torque, I guess. So that is out of the way. Now, there's one mount. There's the rear engine mount. Everyone says it's so hard to do. Apparently. A lot of people say that they take off the intake manifold to get to the rear motor mount. Here, I'll go ahead and show you. Rear motor mount is right there. Oh, there's a bolt that goes through, obviously, with a nut on the other side, it felt like. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, I think I'm going to pull off that top nut there. I think I'll just pull out the through bolt and see where that gets me. I'm assuming it's probably like a 17. That's usually what they are, I think. Yep, 17. Here you go, guys. There's the first bolt. I was through like this. 17. Alright, be back. Alright guys, so what I did was I went ahead and put it back because I don't have time today to do it. However, what I am going to do today is the passenger side mount, which is this mount right here. It is actually, this is the Innovatives mount. You can tell because mounting points are here, here, over here. It's a little bit harder to see, but let's see. Get that out of my way. Straight down, right there, right in the middle, right down there. So those 3 points correlate with 1, 2, and 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on that one. I'll leave you on it because why not? In fact, I can even get you closer. And alright, so the motor is supported. Just go ahead and remove them out. Alright, actually what I need to do is not support the engine, but oh man, I need to move it over. I probably should be I'm gonna support it underneath the transmission because of our that'll be enough to looks like I might have it jacked up too far. Again, a 17mm bolt. Or the head is 17mm, whatever. One. Whoa. Okay. I don't know if you saw what my problem is, but I'm not gonna be able to get to that like that, obviously. So, pause you and I'll come back. Alright, what I found is this 17mm wrench, or whatever, I guess it's 17mm wrench, yes. Nope, I'm gonna have to undo the whole bracket. Damn it. I don't wanna have to undo the whole bracket. Oh well. Gotta do what you gotta do. Well, those are 17mm. I gotta find a 17mm deep socket now, so I'll be back. Alright guys, I had to run to the neighbor and borrow some tools from him. He's a good buddy of mine. Always helps me out when I'm low on tools. But I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in here on what I need. As you can see, that bolt right there, like completely backed out and caught the transmission mount. Yeah. So I had to get a 17mm deep well, and I don't know where to find my wrench. The hell did I do with my wrench? Probably put it down somewhere because I wasn't using it. I put it down right here. No, it's not in either. What the hell? Oh, lay it down right here. Alright, cool. Also, I need my extension, which is down here. I'm a mess, but I know what I'm doing, I promise. It's probably a lot easier if I remove the battery tray, but I don't think I need to, so I'm not gonna. I'll show you. I'm about to run out of time. Just grab my memory card. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and show you real quick what I had to do. That one, there's the bolt. See, it got backed out on the bracket. So I removed that one, over here. I'm going to remove. Let's see, where's it? Yeah, that one right there. That one right there. Remove it. Then this whole bracket here should come out, so I can get this bolt out, and then eventually that bolt out right there. Alright, I will see you later, I guess. Alright guys, so break, empty my card, got a drink, make sure you stay hydrated, especially when working out in the heat. It's not very hot out today, it's actually quite nice. It's probably in the upper 60s, quite nice, not cool, not too hot though. But, back to work. Let's see now. I said I was gonna go for this one, however, I need an extension. Here we go. Well, that just so happens to have it's gonna be a, what's that, 4-inch, 5-inch extension, whatever. I don't know. So you can reach down here. This sucks. I'm gonna try from the bottom. Just reminding myself the reason why I always wear some form of eye protection when working under the car. last thing you want is dirt and grease in your eyes. I don't know what these people were thinking when they did this. Other than, hey, let's make it really difficult for people to take this off. I don't know, it sounds like a great idea. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's make your DIYer have a really difficult time doing it. So that way nobody will ever do it themselves. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to pull this bracket off right here. That'll probably make it easier. I'm gonna go ahead and shut you off so you don't have to watch me struggle and look like an idiot. Alright, I started the driver's side mount because I couldn't move enough to get the passenger side mount out, so I started driver's side mount. So far it's this bolt, it's a 17 deep socket, 17, and the top goes here to 17, then you have a 14, and down there's a 14 to get this out. However, you need to pull off the power steering line to get that out, or so I'm thinking. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on that real quick. That's not too difficult. Just two 10mm bolts. One, two. Now this is power steering fluid, and some will drip out. So, rag handy. And then difficult to pull up. Is ever so slightly pry it up because I cannot pull it up. Why? Because I put an O-ring on it that's pretty big. It wasn't flat, it was just a standard O-ring, so a little bit wider than normal. Go ahead and right up, and then my handy rag I didn't have handy. Go ahead, clean up that a little bit. Man, this O-ring got destroyed. That's alright. That's not what's important right now. Wrap that up. Pull that. Set that out of the way. Now, comes out, there you go, just like that. There you go. That's how you get that man out. That easy. I'm gonna do some maneuvering of the engine now to try to See if I can't make enough room to get the passenger side mount out. Don't want to waste so much time, so stop recording again. Alright, went ahead, jacked up the engine on this side, under the oil pan. The whole engine went like this. This side lower enough to get bracket out. So, that's where we're at. I'm still getting the mount here. The last bolt for the mount. Mount out. Alright, now, new mount's going in. Pretty simple, same thing, but backwards. So, alright. Got the last one started. I'm gonna go ahead and pause you guys again. Alright, folks. Sorry I didn't shoot any more video, but I could not stand going back and forth between doing these and doing a video. I just finished up. It took me all of 5 hours to do the 2. Ugh. There it is. Hard to see. That one. That little one down there. I suggest an open end wrench for that one. Do it from up underneath. Helps a lot. This little sucker over here, the pain in the ass, I did was put the bolt through, then slid this nut on, just sitting on there basically. Lined this one up as best I could, this one and that one up as best I could. Of course the one down under there is already done. And got those started, a couple of threads. Then I had to take my pry bar. I had to take it and put it down. I was putting it down right here is where I had to pry backwards because this hole wasn't lining up right. It was too far back, so I had to push it up, pull the whole motor this way, and the mount went that way a little bit, so I was able to feed it through just barely, and then basically forced everything back down on, but it's on there, everything's nice and snug. So that's installing them two. And I tell you what, it was a pain in the butt. So I don't suggest doing all 3 unless you have a good couple of days to do them. I didn't do the rear one yet because I have time later on I will be doing. Actually, 2 weeks from now I'll be working on this, doing the suspension, which my video will be up to, so go ahead and watch that video when I put it up. But, you know, reverse is just, you know, install everything the way it was. So yeah, I guess we'll do a little bit of a review or so on these 2 after I'm done. I still have my front mount. My front mount's filled, but my OEM front mount. But yeah, that's it for now. All right. So everything's back together. I'm probably the only person in the world to do this. Run it over instead of under, but I don't feel like taking it apart right now to mess with it. So yeah, like I said, probably the only person in the world to do that. Anyways, or at least the only person to leave it like that. So the mounts are in, 2 of the 3 anyways. There's that one and this one over here. I'm gonna go ahead and do is just do just gonna start it up. See how it feels just right now. And see what it's like after. See if I'll get it dropped down and all that. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. I'll drop it and we'll down the road. And here's what I'm left with. One mount so far. This is the rear, but like I said, I didn't have time to get to it today. My battle scar is probably my only one. It doesn't look like much, but it hurts. Oh well. Yeah, I got it dropped down. I'm about ready to take it out in a little bit. Alright, here I am. Just got in. Vibrations. I mean, it's vibrating a little bit. I mean, I don't know if you guys can really see it or not. No, probably not. It is vibrating a little bit. We're just at idling right at 1,000. Car's not quite warmed up yet. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it rolling as I begin to drive. You could feel a little bit on acceleration. My power steering, that's dying. Of a difference yet. I mean, they're a little bit more idle, but my mounts were bad, so it's kind of be expected. Let's just give a chance for the engine to shift around a little bit. Kind of, obviously they're going to be stiffer now than so alright. Yeah, it's overall not too bad. I mean, I'm not really having like, oh yeah, my AC reset, so my fuel trims are gone, but alright. Not too bad. I mean, you definitely feel the engine more, but I like it actually. Feels nice. Feels more solid. Feels nice. We'll go ahead and pull it back up in the driveway and feel what idle vibrations feel like now that it's relatively warmed up. I mean, it's not completely warmed up, but also once it relearns its fuel trims, it'll calm down a little bit too. So there's that. Yeah, vibrations aren't too bad. Nothing's really vibrating, so overall, pretty good. But the rear one's gonna make the big difference, so we'll see what happens when we do that one in a few weeks. All right, bye.